Hello. Uh, I am at Orange Park. Wonderful park. Beautiful park. I think you've seen videos of this serene park. Anyway, very serene. Early in the morning, 7. Uh, Watching people meditate uh, from 5 o'clock, which is great. So, anyways, all right. Today's um, video. This is none of this is gonna make sense if you haven't watched Who is Hayashi, right? Okay. So, and I'd like to ask the world, how was I able to do that thing? So, if you haven't seen the video, you should watch the video first, because I don't want to regurgitate, what happened in the video of Who is Hayashi. And in the video, it reveals Ken Hayashi when I was 17. I'm producing and directing the Emmy Awards. I'm speaking at the Emmy Awards. I am one Best Actor award. I'm wrote an off-Broadway play. They fly me out to New York to be an acting coach to the number one acting Korean actor today, Daniel Dae Kim. I'm an acting coach. I'm 17, by the way. I win Miss Dance Drill Team USA with a team of 180 people. So, it goes over all that stuff. Okay. So the question becomes, and I'm now claiming, I go, well, I am the samurai wizard, who is the premise of the boy wizard that J.K. Rowling wrote the story about, right? J.K. Rowling. And there's a whole thing about uh, that I actually have parents that are wizards written up in the Smithsonian, Guinness World Record, and Ripley's Believe It or Not. And I did go to the Academy of Magical Arts. I actually did go there, and I did challenge the greatest magician wizards when I was 17. And that's a whole nother story. We'll talk about that. I didn't challenge Lord Voldemort. I challenged 4 of the greatest wizards in history. Okay, I challenged Harry Houdini, David Copperfield, every magician ever, but specifically Andrew Lloyd Webber and Michael Jackson. So I challenged 4 of the greatest wizards in history publicly when I'm 17. Okay. So today I'd like to discuss what is your answer of how I did that. How did I do that, right? Okay. So I wrote down a couple of typical answers that people would have. All right, take a capture of that right there. It says it's a lie. Like, none of that happened, right? I'm very lucky, which is what people say. I'm talented. I'm smart. I'm stupid. Is that what it says? Stupid? Okay. Over here it says, who cares? I'm really well networked. Network is when people say, well, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And in Hollywood and stuff like that, right? Because your parents are famous or whatever, influential. Wizard. I'm a wizard. I'm crazy. Or other. Okay. So, and then there's other ones that goes, you're not famous. It's like, well, I don't want to be famous. The fact that I'm even recording this is kind of weird. All right. So, You should tell me what your answer is because I need to know what your answer is, and I'll give you my answer. So you should stop the video now, have integrity, and tell me what's your answer, or something else. I just wrote down a couple of common answers. Is it a lie? Is it that I'm lucky? Is it because I'm talented? Is it because I'm smart? Is it because I'm stupid? Who cares? That I'm just bragging. I was just well networked, like I knew everyone in the industry. Am I a wizard that literally has a wand and could like cast spells on people? Like that wouldn't be possible, right? Like I have wand and cast spells on people. Or that I'm crazy. Okay, that's it. Go ahead and put your answer down. All right. You should have wrote that down. And by the way, it could be one answer, your answer, or it could be a multiple of them. Okay, and we're gonna go over uh, uh, my answer. Okay. By the way, who's the only one that knows the answer to that question? It's me. I know you have an opinion, but the only person that knows the answer is me. All right, let's move forward. All right, let's go. First things first. Before we start, people go, who can, like, some people go like, who cares? You're not famous anymore. It's like, okay, who cares? Well, if you think about it, it is talking about, I'm claiming I'm Harry Potter. Harry Potter, right? It's like, okay, well, the number one book sold, I mean, not sold, but in America is the Christian Bible, the Bible, right? So it's Old Testament, New Testament. Jesus walked on water, did all his miracles, all that stuff. Jesus. Okay. Second one is Harry Potter. $25 billion industry, and I know recently it hasn't had as much popularity because of whatever Rowling said or something like that. But I'm basically Harry Potter. I'm like that's what I'm claiming, right? So yeah, a lot of people care, and if you don't, you're a hater. Okay, whatever's going on in your life, you don't care about people that are having success in their life or whatever, then you're a hater. You're a loser. So if that was your answer, get out. Okay, you're a loser. I'm gonna flat out tell you, you're a loser. All right. So hopefully that wasn't one of your answers. Okay, second. Okay, so now it's a lie. Okay, am I lying to you? No. I'm a former U.S. Marine Corps martial art instructor, civilian contractor. I have 4 black belts. I'm a published author. I've got 4 biological kids, 6 total that I've raised. Okay? No, I'm not lying to you. Plus, I'm samurai. Japanese. Japanese people don't lie. In America, they call it white lies. You can totally do that. You can lie to your kids saying, oh, Santa Claus is going to give you presents. That is not considered anything in Japan. Like, that is, like, appalling. That's why Chinese in Japan, totally different. Chinese people lie. Yes, they do. Where do all the counterfeit products come from? China. Okay? Doesn't mean I hate them, but it's just like, it's a total contrast. Japan people do not lie. It's integrity. Do you understand that? So if I said, yes, I spoke at the end, people go, no, you're lying. I go, well, do you need me to show you pictures or videos of me doing that? No, I'm not trying to be famous. But yes, I did do that. So anything I said, if I have to go like, you're lying. I go, no, I'm not lying. If I did, I'd take a samurai sword, put it in my gut, and cut myself. You do not lie. Samurais don't lie. Chinese people do. Americans do. Other, the reason I'm making that is because, I'm an American, but Japanese people do not lie. We cannot. Okay, and I said Chinese because I'm in the Chinese community right here. All right. Wonderful people, but yeah, lying is not a problem for Chinese people. Japanese people do not lie about that, all right? If you said lie, you are incorrect. All right, lucky. Am I lucky? Actually, that is the answer. I'm just lucky. So if you said I'm lucky, I'm really lucky. Like, lucky. Like, I should go to Las Vegas. Or play the lotto or something. Like, I don't gamble. But I was really, really lucky. So that's the answer. Alrighty. We could just move on. Some of you guys said, well, no, it's because you're talented. It's like, well, I didn't think I was that talented. I was just doing stuff. I was just doing stuff. I didn't think I was that talented. Because the school I was going to, which is Los Angeles County High School for the Arts, the #1 arts high school in the nation, in the world. Documentary on that school. I mean, we got the best musicians, painters, kids that are on all the hit TV shows, dancers that go to Juilliard. I mean, those kids were really talented. I didn't think I was that good compared to them. I did not think I was that good compared to those kids as talent. But I just love the view. I just want to make sure I capture this moment. Okay. So if you said I'm talented, thank you very much. I don't think that answer is correct. However, I reanalyze it and I go, well, from a third party, I go, I did win Best Actor Award and I won National Dance Championship and I was writing an off-Broadway play which got produced in New York. And I'm producing and directing the Emmy Awards. And I'm doing all the other stuff too. You should have seen the video. I'm like, well, when I was going up to speak at the Emmy Awards, it was me, Leonardo DiCaprio. We're born same year, by the way. I was going to a high school with all the kids that are on every hit TV show and commercials and stuff. And I'm like, okay, they're looking for a kid to, speak and introduce the host of the Emmy Awards. And Leonardo DiCaprio is like on, I think, Growing Pains or something like that. Before, he blew up and famous. And it's like, well, they're looking for a kid actor to introduce the host of the Emmy Awards. And I'm not on TV yet. And they select me. And I win Miss Dance Drill Team USA, the #1 most prestigious dance competition in the nation, in the world. And I don't think I'm talented, but I'm like, well, yeah, I guess I'm just talented. I wasn't working my ass off. I was just going to high school. I should have been like going to the movies and to the mall or skateboarding or something like that. And my parents weren't pushing me or anything like that. It's like, what's King Chan doing? I don't know. So if your answer was talented, okay, you are correct. So if that was one of your answers or the only answer, you're just talented, you are correct. I'm going to give you my answer at the end, by the way. I'm going to give you my answer, okay? You are correct. Okay. Am I smart? How about this? I was smart enough to figure out how to do all that. And I'm smart enough that I could do it again. So yeah, I'm smart. Okay? I didn't think I'm that smart. I mean, I'm okay. I'm smart. I could do math. But I didn't take calculus. I didn't get into MIT. I did go to Oxford, though. Oxford, England. Oxford? Yes, I studied I studied at Oxford University. I studied Shakespeare there, did a history, English literature, right, noveling, right, how to write a novel. Um, so yes, I actually did go to Oxford. Now, some of you may not know what Oxford is, because in America there is Harvard and Yale University. In England there is Cambridge and Oxford. You say I went to Oxford. So, right, I may be a little intelligent, a little bit. So if you said that I'm smart, you are correct. You are correct. I'm so smart, I figured out how to do all that. I'm actually not talented at all. I just figured out how to do all that. You see. Stupid. The answer is no, I'm not stupid. Now, if you said, oh, it's because you're stupid, like I'm Forrest Gump, right? Life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. Bubba Shrimp. No, I'm not stupid. All right. I'm not a basic bro. How about that? All right. So if you said I'm stupid, most likely you are too. All right. That's the reason you would answer I'm stupid. I'm not stupid. Okay. Who cares? You're just bragging. Like, listen, I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you what happened in my life back then. I'm not trying to be famous anymore. I'm not trying to break into entertainment industry. I have my own life. I do my own thing. So who cares? You're just bragging or something like that. You know what? You're a hater. You should not even be on this page right now. All right. Okay. Okay. Networked. That's another answer. Networked. And I'm networked. Okay. It's not. The reason you got all those deals is because I knew somebody in the Hollywood industry. I knew everybody. I was a mover. My parents were movers and shakers or whatever. Okay. The answer is no, I did not know anybody in the Hollywood industry. I wasn't on television or my parents weren't famous. Well, they were famous, actually. Okay. However, I'll tell you this. How did you get the Emmy Awards? I mean, come on, you got to speak at the Emmy Awards? How did that happen? Okay. Fire engine coming up. Look at that. Police officer, Monterey Park Police Department. Anyways, okay, all right, let's go on. Okay, is it because you're networked? Okay, the quick answer is no. Like I didn't know anybody in the entertainment industry. But, however, I will tell you this. How did you end up speaking at the Emmy Awards? Was there an audition? No. I am an actor. I was at the time. I was at LACHSA, Los Angeles County High School for the Arts. I was starring in a couple of plays, two of them, 6 roles. I had to like do all these different characters. That's a whole nother subject. And I get hired to do voice acting work. Okay, so I go and do the job. I'm a voice actor, and I do a voice acting job. I'm not going to get into it, but it's a fake accent, and I'm doing a Japanese accent. Uh, I have right now. I have a Southern California accent, and sometimes you'll hear it that I'll also have a Texas accent. That's actually a natural accent. I just grew up living in America, so I gotta tone that down. And my ex-wife's from Texas, so I actually have a Southern accent, but I tone that down so I sound like a Hollywood Southern California accent. And I think in this video you've even heard when I switched to the British accent. That's a natural accent as well because I lived in England. I lived in Oxford. Well, I could speak Japanese, so I'm fluent. So I was doing an acting job where I'm doing a voice acting work, and I'm doing a really thick Japanese accent. It's a fake accent. I'm playing the character. And the director goes at the end, he goes, "It was very nice working with you, young man. What else do you do?" And I go, "Well, I'm a show producer, stage show producer, live stage show producer." He goes, "Really? Let me see your work." And I go, "Oh, okay, fine." I reached into my bag and I pulled out a VHS tape. Are you listening? It was back in the 90s, okay? I pulled out a VHS tape. And I hand it to him, and he goes, "Oh, let's watch it now." So we put it into the VHS machine, and we play it onto the monitors. And he was watching my stage show productions, which you can see on, Who is Hayashi and some of those other videos. And he's looking at that, and there's a whole, I could do a video on what we discussed, but he goes, "Okay, that production that you just did with that person, could that person be somebody else?" And we just talk. I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Okay. What I want you to do is I need you to do this lighting set design. I have an award show coming up." And I go, "Okay." He goes, "I need you to do the lighting set design, use your props, which is good, be the dance choreographer. Dance choreographer. If you want to perform in a show, that's fine, So I go, "Okay, I'll be one of the dancers," which is fine. Direct the host of the show, produce and direct it, the opening segment. And by the way, could you go up on stage and introduce the host? But I want you to say this really racist joke against Sony Pictures. I go, "Okay. What date do you need me to show up?" It's like, "Okay, May 30th, 1992. Okay, got it. Okay. Where's it at? Pasadena Civic Auditorium. Okay, what's the name of the show? What's the 44th annual Los Angeles Area Emmy Awards?" And I went, "Okay, that's fine. My prom is the day before, the 29th. Okay, and I scheduled it in. That's what I did. So am I networked? Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio or all these actors on all the hit TV shows had no chance. Ta-da. All right. So if you said I was networked, you are correct. But I knew nobody in the entertainment industry. I mean, in the television industry or the movie business. So I am networked. Okay? And I'm so networked and I'm so charming that I could do it again. So you are correct. I'm that well of a networker. Okay? All right. Wizardry. Am I a wizard? Some of you guys said you're a wizard. Now, by the way, you could have answered one or multiple of these. All right? And see if you got this correct. Am I a wizard? The answer is yes. And that's the definition where we go, well, do you have a wand? Yeah. Did you go to school wizardry? Yes. Am I learning wizardry? Yes. Witchcraft and wizardry? Okay. So the answer is yes. Okay. And you got to watch the other videos where I'm explaining the difference between wizardry and a magician. Okay. Yes, I was also a magician, professional magician, but it's not that. I wasn't doing card tricks. How about that? Okay. That's a magician. You know, doing goofy stuff with scarves and, you know, rabbit out of a hat or something like that. You know, those are magicians. Was I a magician? Yes, I was. But that's not how I did it. It's because I'm a wizard with a wand. Oh, by the way, pen is mightier than the sword. By the way, I had swords. Okay. Am I crazy? Some of you guys said I'm crazy. I think I'm normal. But then I'm looking at everyone else, I go, yeah, I'm crazy. I'm literally insane. I'm crazy. Like, I'm the Joker. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, you know, like there's Keith Ledger, like pretending to be the Joker, or all these people trying to be act crazy. I have to keep this under control. I'm literally crazy. So if your answer was you're just crazy, I go, yeah, you're correct. I'm insane. So those are a couple of the main answers. Oh, there's another answer. People go, you prayed. You know, at the time, and I studied Christianity, so I'm Christian. Some people go, oh, you prayed to Allah, or, you know, different religions. I'm Christian based. So did I pray to Jesus? Jesus, you know, or Santa Claus, you know, you could just make this happen. You know, you know, God, you know, pray to God. The answer is no. I did not pray. I did not. It's not some religious thing. So that's a no. So let's just go with the answers. This is stupid. You're stupid. I mean, you're a hater. So let's throw that out. Is it because it's a lie? No, it's not a lie. So you're incorrect. Okay? This is not a lie. Is it because I'm lucky? I am extremely lucky. I should go to Vegas. That is correct. Is it because I'm talented? I don't think I am, but you know what? Reality, I gotta think about it. I am kind of talented. I am talented. And is it because I'm smart? I am smart enough to figure out how to do all that stuff. Yeah, and I could do it again. So I'm smart enough to figure out how to do that. Okay? I'm smart enough to figure out how to do that. All right? I mean, there's actors out there and famous people, they're making billions of dollars. Great. They're a great actor or a great singer. Well, I was smart enough to figure out how to do all that. Okay? How to write a play, act, produce, dance, okay? Be an acting coach, all right? Build the sets, illusions. Like, I was smart enough. So, yes, I'm smart, okay? Is it because I am stupid? Nope, you are incorrect. You are incorrect. I'm not stupid, I'll tell you that. I didn't think I'm a genius, but I'm definitely not stupid. I've met stupid people. A lot of people, by the way, 90% of you people are actually dumb. You guys are like zombies, okay? Watching TV and stuff. Okay, telling you what to think or whatever, political stuff. Okay, who cares? You're just bragging. You know what? $25 billion industry, it's the number 2 book in the world. Those people care. If you don't, you're a hater. Go away. Am I well networked? Yes, I'm well networked. It's not like I was, having champagne with people. Of course, I was underage, but it wasn't like my parents were like, or I was in the Hollywood industry. No, no. But how did you end up speaking at the Emmy Awards? Well, I did a good job as an actor, professional. I was very professional, and I handed them my videotape. Am I a wizard? What do you think? My name is Ken Hayashi, the Samurai Wizard. I'm the wizard. I'm the only wizard. Samurai Wizard. Yes, I inspired the boy wizard, the kid that went to Oxford, which I went to school there. Academy of Magical Arts, School of Wizardry. I went there. So, yes, I'm a wizard. That's the answer. That's my answer, by the way. That's my answer. Am I crazy? Yes, I'm crazy. I'm insane. I've been diagnosed. I'm clinically insane. I'm insane. I'm not normal. You think this is normal behavior? I was insane then. I'm insane now. I'm crazy. Medically, I'm crazy. Okay. And then you're not famous. I don't want to be famous anymore, or something like that. And if there's any other answer that you wanted to put in there, go ahead and do that now. But that is the full explanation. If you want, watch the video again. I'm talking to a lot of people here. How did I do all that? And I just revealed how I did it. Okay? All right. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.